Hello, this is Grace Danick coming to you from Apex, North Carolina. I am going to show you the very beginning part of my video on equations. I am having technical difficulties. So the equations video is on my YouTube site and it's good, but the very beginning of it got cut off. So I just want to review what was on that short beginning part. Okay, so equations for middle school. The summary of what to do, your basic directions are the goal is to get the variable by itself. In other words, x equals some number. And remember that an equal sign means that the left and the right side must stay balanced. Okay, so step one, use an inverse, which means opposite operation, to move or remove terms from one side of the equal sign to the other. For instance, multiply is opposite of divide, add is opposite of subtract. Again, your goal is to get the variable by itself, so you need to get rid of whatever else is on that side of the equation. This may include combining like terms and distributing. Step two, whatever you do on one side of the equation, you must do on the other side. Very, very important. Step three, your final answer must be a positive variable. Again, x equals some number is a good example. Not negative x equals some number, but x equals some number. Okay, whenever possible, check your answer by plugging it into the original variable in the original equation. Okay, part of what was in my beginner equation video that got missed was simply some terms to review. Variable means a letter that represents a number. It could be X, T, Z, B, all kinds of different things. Oftentimes it's X, but it is not always. That means the letter stands for some number, but you don't know what number until after you work the equation. Constant is just a term for a number, any number. Okay, and coefficient is co means along with or partner or combined with. So coefficient is the number that is attached to the variable. So in other words, multiplied by the variable. 2x, 2 is my coefficient. 1/3 t, 1/3 is my coefficient. So that can come in handy to know that. Some tests might ask you that question. Okay, the first equation that I did, over here I just showed how the sides have to be balanced. The first equation that I did is 2 plus x equals 10. Okay, we put a line down the middle to make sure we remember there's a left and right side that have to stay equal to each other. 2 plus x minus 10, we need x by itself, so we want to get rid of the 2, which is a positive 2. We do the opposite operation, which is minus 2. When we do that on the left, we must also do that on the right. Then we make a line just kind of like so that we do a total underneath that. When we calculate what's on the left side, we are left with just x. When we calculate what's on the right side, we are left with 8. So the answer is x equals 8. Now you should always try to check. Okay, so if x is 8, I can rewrite my problem. 2 plus 8, does it equal 10? Yes, it does, so I know that I got the correct answer. Okay? Here is another basic equation. 2x equals 16. The x is being multiplied by 2. So we want to do the exact opposite operation, which is divide by 2. We put a line down the middle so that we remember we have a left and right side. We divide both sides by 2. Well, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So when I calculate the left side, I end up with 1x, which is the same as x, by the way. And the right side, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So x equals 8. Well, we want to check it. So we're going to plug 8 in for x. We're going to come over here. 2 times 8, does it equal 16? That's my original problem. and 16, 2 times 8 is 16, so yes, we have confirmed that we did it correctly. Okay? One more equation, 7 equals y plus 15. So the variables on the right side of the equal sign does not matter at all. We need the y to be by itself, so we minus 15 on both sides, which gives us negative 8 equals y. Okay, this side, the 15's canceled out to be 0. I'm left with y. 7 minus 15 is negative 8. If you're not good with your negatives, you might watch my videos about rational numbers. So then I'm going to plug in negative 8 to the original y. 7 equals negative 8 plus 15. And that means we're checking it. That's why I put a question mark there until I know for sure that it's correct. And it does come out to be 7 equals 7, so I know that my answer was correct. Again, these are the basic steps for doing an equation. No matter how complicated they get, you will do the same steps. Okay, so basically the more advanced equations get, more that you just need to know fractions and negatives and square roots and all the other kind of stuff that comes after the beginning part of equations. So get the variable by itself. Use inverse operations to get the variable by itself. And what you do to one side, you must do to the other side, and your answer must be a positive variable. Check it when you can. And that is the beginning part of my introduction to the beginner equation video. And when you look at the second part, it will begin at this point. All right, thanks so much. Call me or text me if you have any questions. Hope you have a great day. Again, it's Grace Danek. Thank you. Bye.